Who told Isagi he could do this bullshit, bro? I'm sick to my stomach reading this new chapter, seeing him physically hold big Onazi and Kuso while he slaughters them with a volley shot in midair after holding them big. Yeah, bro, it's like I don't know whether to call Nigeria shitty or Isagi a goat. Mind you, I'm not even Isagi's biggest fan, and there's nothing I can say about this. I've been seeing TikTok and Twitter spark up about, oh, last minute goal, last minute this. Niggas can't say nothing about this goal. I don't really care what anybody's saying about last minute goal. This is a bucket. Like this is a bucket. Like this is a goal that I think nobody's going to forget just because of how much Isagi has struggled with any other goal, right? And this goes as far as to talk about for the Neo Eagles League as well, right? Because in the Neo Eagles League, Isagi's able to score his left-footed shot or his left-footed goal, the two-gun volley. But these aren't things that are just like easily done, easily capable of. He had to build towards that point, and he still had struggling points, with adversities and just figuring out the state of the field, right? But this time, he's outright physically dominates the two players that were trying to mark him and jumps into the air, copies Onazi's shots basically are his jumping shot and hits a mid-air volley for a game. That is the most beautiful sequence I think I've ever seen. I can't even hate on Isagi. Isagi fans, you guys are eating very, very good with this chapter. I'm not gonna lie. But do y'all know what this also does mean? Bachira and 4? Chats? Bachira and 4. Let's actually talk about it, right? Because Bachira has 1 goal and 3 assists. 1 goal and 3 assists. So from now on, when we talk about Bachira, we must treat him with more respect. He has no metavision. He has no predator's eye. This nigga is, I kid you not, he's actually just beating niggas just off of the fact that he's good and he worked hard. He has no special ability. Like, yes, like his dribbling is his weapon and everything like that, but I mean, like, in terms of like the split between a genius and a talented learner where they have metavision or predator's eye or both, he has neither. And he's doing this badly to these people. And I think it's crazy. But Bachira is no doubt man of the match, like rightfully earned. I think we can also take him off the fraud allegations for the Neo Egoist League. Even though he had beat Nagi, he still has some fraud allegations because, his team only won 1 game. But I think it's now very clear that it was always FC Bachira, and we know he was the only good player on that team, right? We know he was the only good player on that team now. That is objective with this game. And it's just, honestly, this was just a great chapter. Like, we got the Nigeria game ending. We should be heading into the France game in like a few chapters, maybe. We should be. We'll probably get some more Nagi things. But, I mean, seeing Isagi's goal like that and seeing Bachira, I'm not even seeing. We know Bachira's getting man of the match. This is a heavy Bachira upscale. This is a heavy Bachira upscale, right? Now, this isn't going to be a long video. This isn't really going to be like a real chapter overview. It's more like a discussion of just talking about Bachira being the MVP for the... Oh man, Bachira being the MVP for the Nigeria game and Isagi getting his last goal in, which again, although it was last minute, was still one of the best goals in the game. I think I'd say it's probably better than Rayo's goal, but worse than Ren's goal, honestly. But in general, Isagi was challenging himself and even went past Ego's ideals, right? So he even says Ego's stimulation isn't enough for him anymore, like at the end of the game, which I think is crazy to say, by the way. We've never seen Ego look as surprised and shocked as he does now. And with that being said, that means we're traveling more into unknown territory where Ego might not be as relevant as he is when it comes to explaining and breaking down things. Because now we have an Isagi that is transcending even his ideals. And I think that is a perfect way to go down for these two characters and the parallels between them, right? But man, that's pretty much all I really wanted to talk about. But I do want to also bring up that the next few videos I have scheduled up, I am trying to get a collab out with Dark World, so you'll probably see that sometime next week, maybe this week, depends. I also have Lorenzo and Isagi getting worked up. On top of that, I have Loki and Snuffy also getting worked up. And I have ranking every selection based off of how good it was, or how good the arc was. I also have a Charles video coming up. And on top of that, we have a U20 World Cup Nigeria game scaling video coming up, which is going to talk about a specific 3 players on the Japan team that I'm going to be putting up against each other to see who is really better right now, who did the best that game. So let me know how you guys are feeling about all the videos I just listed, which ones you want to see the most, which ones, you know, maybe you're like, no, I'll scrap this idea, I don't know if this is going to be entertaining. Let me know in the comments. And if you want to see more chapter reviews like this, or like just like my personal thoughts on it, subscribe and like. I should upload a video like this almost every week unless I'm slacking or the chapter's just not that good. But without further ado, it is time for me to leave you all, and I hope you guys have a nice day. Peace.